between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Now, I know that there's been a lot of Kirk Cousins slander. Let's just put that on the table, okay? We put it out in the Instagram, like, you know, does he deserve all the criticism? A lot of people, 88% of you guys said yes on IG, and I disagree. So for this game, I'm taking the Detroit Lions. I'm gonna be real with you guys. We talked about this off air. I think that there's times where you got to take the Vikings, and then there's times where you just don't touch them, and then there's times where you got to know when you need to make a business move. The Detroit Lions have covered 3 of these last matchups, back to back to back. The last 3 times these guys met, the Lions lost by 2 each time. It's a division dog. You guys know how we do it at No Cap Bets. This line isn't showing much respect to the Lions. I know, Grizz, you were saying off air that basically, like, this is the year where you can't really fade the Lions. You got to treat them with a little bit more respect. Common opponent, the Philadelphia Eagles. Had Detroit not come with such a sluggish start, I would probably say that they win that game and they're going into this one 2-0. So what does that say about the line? And if the Eagles just played the Vikings and got demolished, I think we got to show a little more respect than just the 6 points that I'm seeing here for the Minnesota Vikings at home. If this was down to 3, we might have a different conversation. But I think, you know, Detroit has a lot to prove. I was just listening to some kind of podcast. I think it was Bussin' with the Boys. Hopefully I got it right. TJ Hawkinson was on there basically explaining the difference between Dan Campbell and Matt Patricia. Dan Campbell played for the Lions, so he is about this. And I think it's a foregone conclusion from when the season started. Who was going to take the NFC North? Was it going to be Green Bay like it is every year? Or do the Vikings have a chance? And no one's got the Lions in this conversation. Obviously, the Bears are a write-off, but this is their opportunity. This is really their year. And I've been impressed with everything that I've seen from them thus far. They're 2-0 ATS this year already. And for me, I think that they're going to be a cash cow, and I'm not going to miss out on the opportunity to get a little bread, and especially for the No Cap listeners, that's my first lock. No long talking to Detroit Lions. Boys, what are your thoughts?